Hey guys, Mark here. Welcome back. It's been a little bit and I had lots on the go here, but I'm kind of excited to show you guys this. So if you recall some of my earlier videos, we had talked about back, I forget, 2020, something like that, that we were building a new shop here, and then COVID drove the price of materials up. So we thought, oh, we'll just ride that one out and we'll wait. And then price of materials started to come back down, then interest rates escalate. Anyways, here we are now, 2024, like 4 years later, and we just decided that this year just has to happen. So finally, we have the new drag boat garage underway. So yeah, I'll sort of take over and walk you around and show you what's going. I got Jeff, my friend Jeff from BAF Landscape. He's here doing all the excavation work. Bryden Perry's building it. Bryden was just here a few minutes ago and they were sort of laying it all out and getting ready for the concrete pads. So it's been a long time coming. These things are very expensive to build these days, so I had to wait till it was the right time, and now is the right time. So anyways, yeah, look forward to taking you over here and showing you what we got going on. So I hope the sound of the excavator isn't too loud. They just took a load out of here. So basically, if you see, we've got our post here, back there. So it's 40 feet deep and 36 across. So the excavator, you can see, is sitting inside of it. And then we're gonna have a 12-foot floor ceiling. And then we're putting what we call attic trusses in there. So there's gonna be a 12 by 40 foot office space, right down the center of the shop, upstairs, basically with a set of stairs up the back to access that. We opted to put them at the back just because I don't want to take up the space inside the building. So what we plan on doing here, we had never really done much with our backyard because we always knew the shop was going to go here. So I really want to landscape it nice and everything. Over here, you can see there's actually like a little bit of a creek bed through there. So we're going to put a culvert in there, and then we're going to put gravel, and then we're going to put some of that big landscape stone, and then we're going to have a really nice gravel laneway in here. And then what's going to happen, the laneway is going to kind of swoosh right from the corner of our house, and it's going to just curl around past this well, and then sort of right along the side, up beside where Zach's boat is. And then so we'll keep a grass area here, and then we're going to redo all this nice, and we're going to put like a nice outdoor set and everything here. And then this will all be gravel around here. The shelter, we just put it there temporary. Obviously it sat back in the trees, and you can see Jeff used his, they pushed a bunch of earth back in there and they cleared a spot. So the shelter is going to go in there temporary, but we're going to put a 20-foot sea can in there. So we'll move that stuff in there. Then this will be all gravel. The shop, again, this is the front of the shop. There'll be a window here, one big door, an 18-foot. And then when we walk around here, there'll be a side door to enter here, inside, and then off that back corner, that tree's gonna have to come down, and then there'll be a set of stairs that go up the back, and then all that will get all cleaned up. This is just a construction site here right now. I like to keep my yard nice, and we're planning on, like I say, landscaping this really nice and doing it up good. But it's pretty cool when you stand in the middle of it now. Maybe to some people 36 by 40 isn't very big, but compared to what I've been working out of, it's lots. So like I say, when you consider that excavator sitting right in the middle of it, it's barely even taken up half of the space, it gives you a pretty good idea. So you can see here, we were really lucky. We have really good sand base under here, a little bit of groundwater, but basically he's had to take like 4 feet out because he has to put in, I guess for code, they have to put in two feet of gravel as a base, and then they build their forms or footing, or I don't know, whatever they do for the pad in here to bring it sort of up to, I think they took that back corner right there and shot it off of that. So that's going to be kind of the high point. So anyways, it worked out. We got really lucky here. We had a guy come in and test the soil, and like I say, went down a couple feet and got into this really good sand. So just pulling all this earth out of here, there's a lot to come out. That's looking good. Then sort of back in here, we shoved this, Jeff shoved some gravel back in here to make, a spot, like I say, for a sea can or whatever. But yeah, man, it's going to be good. We're looking forward to finally having a usable backyard. Never mind the mess back there. just construction site stuff. We had to take a bunch of trees down. So anyways, it's been a lot just to get to this point. You know, there's different stages of this. We had to, first of all, we get, you know, Mike Winstone to come up with the drawings and design it all for us, and we'll add that in. And then obviously permits, and then start putting it all together. So pretty excited. So the boys got the center, the gravel built up here. I guess it's 12 inches thick. It's kind of the base of the pad. Then there'll be whatever thickness the pad is on top of that, and then, you know, the edges or whatever, I guess, getting ready. So apparently they're supposed to come tomorrow and start putting the forms up and the rebar on, and man, it's starting to take some shape. It was kind of a bit of a perception of the size, like I say, 36 here, 40 deep. Looking good. The boys at BAF did a fantastic job here. Like I was saying here before, 24 or 30 inches of gravel in here. All right, so the guys from EC Concrete showed up here this morning, and man, they're just diligent bunch of dudes, man. 3 guys showed up and they just went right to work. And you see they lay down the insulation here. I'm starting to build the forms. Man, like I say, it's noon now, and they started this about 8 o'clock this morning. And looks like they've already got rebar and stuff going. So it's a Thursday here today. They said that they'll have this done either today or tomorrow. Building inspector will come on Monday morning and inspect everything, and then probably pour on Tuesday. So man, it's all starting to come together. So some updates here. Gonna take you guys back and show you the progress. I wanted to document all of this, but my phone broke, and I was without anything to film with for a little bit, so I got a new one here. But let me turn this around and show you the progress. Oh, and don't mind my soffit and fascia falling down. We don't live like hillbillies. We're actually having our roof repaired, and house is like 11 years old, and there's a structural problem in the roof that they have to fix. So anyways, they're starting that in the next week or so. But anyways, back to the shop. I'm just going to turn around and show you where we're at. So we finally have a pad here now, and the block work all done, ready to start to put the walls up. So yeah, I'm super stoked. The guys come in, they did a beautiful job on the pad. You know, they cross cut it all real nice, and they put lots of concrete in. I think it's over 6 inches deep in the center. And they just did a beautiful job, and they came in under budget. Like, when does that ever happen? It's fantastic. So anyways, I'm gonna kind of go over why I did some of the things that we did. So I have an 18-foot door here, and the reason that we decided to do 1 instead of 2 was I thought this shop is over 39 feet, or it's 39 feet inside this way. So I can put a pretty big boat in here. But I thought, in the case that we ended up with something a little bit longer, I could put it in on an angle, and I could probably get, you know, something over 40 feet long. And it's a lot easier to do when the door is that way. Plus, I don't know, 2 doors cost more than 1. So I have my reasons. So anyways, yeah, like as I've talked about earlier in this video, we got 40 feet deep, 36 here. We're gonna have an overhead crane, or an overhead beam, that runs this entire 40-foot length down the center here. And then, so I'm gonna come around here. Enter the man door. So you'll enter the man door here. In this corner here, I'm gonna put a locker because I want my coat and everything to be able to hang there. And then right here is going to be a window that looks out. And then I'll put my desk here temporarily until I get my office done upstairs. But for now, it'll sit in front of the window. So when I start my day and when I have my coffee and whatnot. So, and then, like I say, I plan on running benches and whatnot down this full side, like along here. And then I'm gonna put a mezzanine up, I think. Like, the ceiling's 12 foot 4 inches inside. So I could put a mezzanine where, say it's 6 feet tall, underneath, so I can walk under just barely. Wouldn't be able to stand upstairs, but you'd be able to put a lot of stuff up there. So I've been looking at some of these ones that you can buy. They're like a steel prefab one that all bolts together in a nice all black powder coat and whatnot. So I think I'm gonna put one down this side, probably kind of like, I don't know, 16 feet by say 6 feet out, something like that. Like my benches and stuff can still run underneath it. But then we can store stuff up there. I think that'll be nice. And then try and keep stuff off the back wall for depth. Sorry about the train in the background. And the long, what I would call the deep bay right here, the two post hoist is gonna go right here. And I'm buying one that's like 10 feet wide between the posts so that we can back anything in between it. So that should be pretty good. So anyways, this is where we're at here now. This is the first part of this video of this build. Sorry, I just had to wait for that train to pass. So anyways, yeah, so the first part of this video, just kind of wanted to show you the excavation work, you know, the pad, the block, and then now, you know, the next phase, they'll start to frame it up. I think it'll go pretty quick now. So my plan is to get the inside finished here quite, you know, we're going to keep moving forward with it. You know, insulated white steel walls, you know, white steel ceiling, lots of lights, windows. It's going to be nice and bright. The upstairs, like I was saying before, my office and everything is going to be upstairs. There's going to be a set of stairs out the back. That's just going to have to hold for right now. You know, all this stuff costs a lot of money, and it's you know, I just want to get into my working space here for now. So insulation, electrical. My friend Leonard's coming to put, we got to put weepers in here. They want us to put weepers in, and then backfill this. So we're actually going to make our backyard really nice. Like, that's the plan. Like, we want it landscaped and everything. We've been waiting years to do this, so that's why we're going to do it this way. So I was trying to get him to come in and just do everything now, and he said, no, Mark, he said, while they're building the building, you don't want finished, you know, gravel and whatnot, because there's going to be sawdust and nails and that sort of stuff. So anyways, they're just going to come in, they're going to put the weepers in, cover up cover the weepers with the gravel that, you know, we have to do for code. And then once the building's all up, then we'll come back and finish the final landscape. So there's this little creek that runs through our backyard that's always been a little bit of a mess. So we're actually going to take I gotta fix those boards. We're gonna take the gravel right over and then down into the creek. We're gonna put like a rock wall across there, and then you'll be able to actually drive right up alongside of the garage this way. All that shit in the back is just old stuff. It's all going. But yeah, we're gonna make it really nice, you know, make the building nice, and we're just gonna match our house as far as, I'll swing around here and kind of show you. The front of our house is just like a, you know, a standard brick bungalow, or like a mixed siding brick bungalow. And so we're going to do the same here. You know, I'm not going to, you know, change it to modern colors or everything. It'll just be beige. Like, I want it to kind of look like it's sort of always been here. So anyway, super exciting stuff. Then as we progress more, I'll definitely continue to shoot some video and maybe try and do this in a 3 or 4 part video sort of thing of the build. I like watching shop build videos. I've been waiting a long time for this, and you know, it's, to some people it's not much really, you know, 36 by 40. You know, I get a lot of people say, oh man, why didn't you go bigger? Well, budget kind of dictates how big you can go. You know, I'm not made of money, but I'm also not a cluttery guy that has a whole bunch of shit that I don't need. So I've got it figured out that I've got a workspace for 3 projects at any given time, with lots of room around without, you know, being cluttered. So whether it be 2 cars and a boat, 2 boats and a car, 3 boats, you know, there's room for anything that I'm going to be doing here. So like I say, bigger would be nice, but I do live in a, you know, bit of a subdivision. We can only go so big. And yeah, anyways, so I like watching videos about shop builds, and maybe if you're all interested in following along, and then you know, when it's up, then we can sort of show you how we're going to lay it out. And I want to be super efficient. I got some great ideas that make life easier. Like I say, like the overhead crane, I've never had that. I'm going to build a wiring work table that I've never had. Be a full 4x8 table. you know, Lexan top with built-in tape measures on it, spools of wire and everything all underneath it, with my fittings and my connectors and everything all underneath it. So I can literally sit at a bench and build harnesses. I've never had anything like that. So this is all a bit of a dream to me. So anyways, thanks for following along. I hope you enjoyed.